Hey guys, and welcome back to the finale of Journey.
So we've made it through so much, and we are so close to the mountain now. It's just there. But before we get there, we've got to get through this snowy region. And I don't quite know what my friend was doing.
Just playing in the snow.
Yes, and also trying to break the game again.
Ah, what a rascal.
It was just like, friend, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to tell me I missed something?
No, he's just having some bands, mate.
I know, perhaps. And then my friend decided to start climbing again. I'm just like, what do you want from me, friend?
Oh, do not follow the white and gold man. He will lead you astray. What the hell?
Yes, friend was clipping, and then I was just like, I'm sorry, friend.
This is where I go it alone.
I can't mess around with you much longer. I need to finish this game now. So I was like, friend, come on, follow me.
He'll get the message. Solitude will teach him.
Oh, he's gone. No, he's not. He's still there.
Ah.
But he was. It was just like, so long, friend.
Did he go back to his home planet or something?
And so, I thought, well, I'm going to have to continue this journey by myself.
We started it alone. We'll end it alone.
This was a very sad moment for me. 'Cause yes. Because you really do feel the solitude. And then I was just like, oh, I see light. Has my friend followed me?
He's always there, if you believe.
And now we get to the point where, if you're not careful, you will lose bits of your scarf, because there are going to be very heavy blizzards coming through. And if you are not careful, then the end of your scarf will get blown away. As you will notice with my friend as he tries to face the wind, he's very reckless, is my friend.
I suppose that's what the mosaic was depicting.
Yes. And also, as you can see, in this cold weather, like, the magical power is being drained from us and we can no longer fly. Because it's just too cold, and slowly but surely, our robes and our scarf are freezing up.
Oh wow, that's a really neat touch.
And unless we chirp together to provide each other warmth, we will freeze. This is what I mean by this game can be incredibly powerful and incredibly profound. Because in such a short amount of time, the game is only about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes long in total, even going for everything. But if you come across somebody, and even if you don't, it can just be an incredibly meaningful experience, because at the end of the day, you do make the journey what you want it to be. And, like, particularly on this specific journey, this was a very, very powerful moment for me. And I don't know whether I lost a bit of my scarf there, but I hope not. But yes, it's just very... You can feel at this moment that even as we are so close to the end, we feel... And even though we've got someone here with us, we still feel incredibly isolated.
Weren't these things stuck in the ground towards the start of the game?
They were indeed.
What are they exactly?
Well, as you may have noticed in one of the confluences, i.e. the bits in between the levels, well, it's not necessarily entirely clear what they are, but there is, I believe, the implication that they could very well be like gravestones or markers of the civilization that once lived along this path and in that city. And that's what makes it quite melancholy at this moment.
Man, this wind really is strong.
It is indeed, and we haven't even gotten to the worst of it. You may think, it's gone quite quiet now. We'll be free of danger. Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, God.
But we actually are going to just nip up here because there is an ancient glyph. And what I believe might actually be the final glyph in the game. I'm not 100% certain on that. But it's certainly one of the last ones. There's very little left for us to collect. And we are just so close to the end of the game now. It looks like this part is quite long.
Uh-huh.
But we are so very close.
And even, like, the bridges are starting to freeze up.
Yes, because it's just so cold up here.
Really stark contrast to the rest of the game.
Now, I'm not 100% sure what the song is for this level, but I believe it's a mixture of the crossing, reclamation, and nadir throughout the course of the level. And this is the bit that is perhaps the most terrifying, or at least we're getting close to the bit that is perhaps the most terrifying.
Are you on the mountain right now?
No, we are still climbing up to getting near to it.
Okay.
But now we are definitely going to have to hide in these things because these snake leviathans are on the move and they are out for our blood. And my friend is getting very, very cocky.
Well, he's sacrificing himself, I guess. Oh my God!
And I was just like, oh, friend.
Did he die?
No, so you can't die in Journey.
Alright, yeah, you mentioned this before.
All that will happen is that you'll lose the length of your scarf. As you can see, my friend's got a much shorter scarf now than he had not that long ago.
Oh.
And that snake leviathan just completely obliterated it. Ultimately, getting hit by them is not dangerous, so to speak. It's not going to kill you. So that does ultimately perhaps remove a bit of tension from the experience.
I don't know, man. You're being crippled gameplay-wise, so...
Yes, and I believe that actually this is the final ancient glyph that you'll find in the game. There's 10 in total, I think.
So the ancients visited the mountain or something?
Yes. And I believe there are a total of, might be 20 symbols, but we've just got to keep pushing on through the snow.
I'm keeping an eye out for those snake things.
It's a good plan because they are going to come back for us.
Is it ever explained what they are exactly?
No. In fact, well, to be fair, very little of the game is explained. Because at the end of the day, that's not important.
I suppose so, but you know, there's like... And I'm not saying it's wrong to have this mindset, but there are types of people who like having things explained. I'm like that from time to time. I think if the story's good enough, with its, you know, vagaries, you know, it's well presented enough, I don't mind per se. But if it's just kind of wishy-washy and then they just say, oh, just, you know, figure it out yourself, that's when I think they're taking the piss a little bit. But that doesn't seem like prevalent here.
Yes, I mean, what I would say is more the case here is that everything is left ambiguous because they want you to focus on the here and now. There is this world that you are exploring, and there is a history here, but as with pretty much most ancient civilizations, we will never actually know what they were like. We can guess, we can surmise, we can intuit what they were like, what the things that they created meant, but we will never know. And as you can see here, there are things that we can figure out, like perhaps the ancient robed people who lived on this mountain and around this mountain created those leviathans based on the cloth hammerhead shark whale creature and used it to wage war against each other.
Jesus, I was not expecting that.
Well, you see, it's because my friend got very, very, very cocky. And then at this point I was just like, wind, stop it!
Well, at least they weren't able to get us in here.
Yes, we've made it through to a moment of calm. Where we can huddle together and I can regain some of my scarf's powers.
Yeah, I think he needs to as well.
Well, the thing is that he's wasted quite a lot of his scarf. So he can't really fly much anymore.
Whole lot of markers around here.
Yep. And this is ultimately going to be our final challenge, so to speak.
Get up there without the powers that we're used to or something?
No, more we're going to come up against very, very violent winds.
Okay.
And it's going to be very difficult. It'll all be a matter of timing. And, I still can't believe that my friend is still here with me.
Yeah, Jesus.
It's like we managed to stick together since the bridge. And, I was just feeling so warm and fuzzy.
Well, I suppose you'd have to, given how cold it is in-game.
Well, yes, exactly.
Music's fantastic right now, I gotta say.
Oh, it's just gorgeous, but it's not even what I would say is the best song in the game.
Huh.
The best... Well, there are 3 songs that I would say are my favourite. One of them is The Road of Trials, and the final 2 are the last 2 songs in the game. And they are just stunning. One of them being in the credits. They're just absolutely beautiful.
Huddle, keep warm.
Even now, we're struggling to chirp because it's just so cold. And that wind will blow you off. It won't kill you because there is a path down below that will allow you to get through.
And, yeah, as you've already stated, you can't die, so...
Yes, but obviously it's very much a... Do you want to lose all of that scarf that you've worked so hard to build up?
No, it's pretty lengthy right now.
Here we go. We have reached the place that the confluence foretold of.
Ooh.
And there is nothing we can do now other than try to climb. There's nothing to hide behind, so the blizzard is just going to completely obliterate everything that we've worked so hard for.
This is a really effective final chapter, I've got to say.
Just the struggle of this moment, it's just so powerful. And I know that might sound pretentious, but when you're playing it and even when you're watching it, it's just one of those, just everything comes together to just be so perfect in my mind.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like we're even getting closer to it.
Yeah, in fact it seems like the mountain's just getting further and further away. Does that mean that our journey was wasted?
Well, you know what they say, it's not the journey, it's the... Well, a way around, I think. Sorry, I ruined a potentially powerful moment. Oh, silly Tom.
God damn you, Tom.
It won't be a HFC playthrough without some end Tomisms.
All we can do now is just try and force our way through to that mountain.
To me, are you slowing down?
We are indeed slowing down because we're struggling. The cold is just getting to us and we just can't continue on.
Wait, where'd the mountain go?
Well, we can't see it anymore, can we? The wind and the blizzard and the snow have just gotten too much.
Oof. A crawl now, nothing but. There's no music whatsoever.
You just get silence. Silence when used well like this is just so stunning.
Oh no. Oh, I guess that's that.
Indeed. Or is it?
I mean, I was gonna say because there's like 10 minutes left, but you're not to know that if you're playing the game.
Indeed. Well, I'm going to be quiet for the next few moments just to let you just enjoy the absolute stunning joy that is the start of the final bit of the game and Apotheosis, because it's such a beautiful song. And this is just such a beautiful, stunning moment.
Whoa. Having never played the game myself, I obviously did not know this was coming, and this is amazing. Oh.
When I got to this, I was just speechless.
I can see why, mate.
I'm pretty sure I just had tears in my eyes because it was just one of those. This is so beautiful. And the song Apotheosis, I mean, basically that is a word which means like becoming a god, or it's the highest point in the development of something, so a culmination or a climax, or the elevation of someone to divine status.
Okay.
So, in terms of that word for this song, this as the closing moments of the game, it rounds everything off so perfectly. I think it was actually probably one of the last songs to be finished, because Austin Wintory had such difficulty making sure that it captured everything that it needed to without being too schlocky or not being powerful enough. But I think he just got it so right, so very right, because this is just one of the most beautiful moments in a video game I have ever experienced, and I think I will ever experience.
Did we die for good? Did we die and then get brought to godhood? I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
Well, my interpretation at least is our ancestors from that ancient civilization came to help us finish this journey. Because ultimately, as the song in the credits will tell us, I was born for this. And you need to watch the credits to understand the fullness of everything. And I Was Born for This is also one of my favourite songs in this game because it's just so beautiful. But we can talk more about that in the one extras part that we have. But here we go on to the end of the game.
Holy shit.
And unfortunately, in my joyous rise towards the peak, well, the summit of the mountain, I appear to have lost track of my friend.
Oh.
And so, in this final moment, we travelled so far with that friend. So very far. And I believe it was at this moment when I landed where I was just like, we made it!
Oh, no.
Friend? And then my friend was nowhere to be seen. So we began this journey by ourselves, and while my friend helped me through so much, I must now finish this journey by myself.
That's a metaphor for life, mate.
We've just got to walk towards the light.
I'm interested to see what we're going to find, dude.
Well, I will tell you now that the credits pretty much kick in as soon as we enter that light.
Oh, no.
So I think we'll have to have a discussion of the ending in the extras. But for now, let's just walk towards that light as the song comes to a close.
Effective way to end the game, I'll give it that.
Ultimately, as you would expect, it's not the destination that matters. It's the journey.
I suppose, but does that work for a video game?
In this instance, I feel it does.
It will be a debate that I don't think will ever have a conclusion, so I think rather than bicker about it, we should just leave it there. And are the credits about to roll?
Indeed they are.
Okay, we'll see you next time for the single extras video of the Journey playthrough. So enjoy the credits, and we'll see you then.